Welcome to Springford Area High School, a presentation of the Plymouth Whitemarsh Springford Rams in the district. What are we expecting for this one?
Well, this is a game that you've thought about ever since last year. Loser goes home. So this is your last time putting on this Colonials uniform, and I don't think they have any intent out on the court tonight.
So obviously we're just on the doorstep of a number 9 in the state, Springford, come to Pioneer. Then we have the Colonials, number 4 in the state, 8th in the Liberty. So Springford defeated, they're trying to keep that streak going. They have 60, and they have 80 in one of those games if they scored over 60. So this is a team that can score a lot.
Yeah, we know what this PW girls team is capable of. We know what happens when they for the Springford Rams. Number 3, Lucy Olson there. Absolute ball Villanova next season. The Colonials definitely plans on winning this game tonight.
So we talked to him. He said he expects it's going to be a high-scoring game. He said obviously he thinks that they can outplay advantage. It's going to be a lot of down-low scoring out this game. Last time they played, it was 56-42. PW took it last year. So they know that they could beat that identical Colonial squad coming into this year. We got to go one, partner.
You know who I so far throughout this playoff run? Kate Flanagan. She's only got 12 points here through 3 games. But so far with Kate, the team's undefeated, and they win by an average margin of 28 points.
We now have opening tip. Jordan Thomas, last game hitting 4th. She's been having a superb run during this. Take the opening tip.
And there's to start the game.
I think nerves are kicking. Settle down, play their brand of basketball.
Yeah, this PW team's been plagued. That one's just a simple mix-up. They had everyone lining up there on Springford's side of the court end up.
Here's Olson again, the leading scorer all-time for both boys and girls basketball here at Springford. Quite an elusive player. Here's Boyer. Olson trying to get a pass over to her teammate Huddick. Now it's Azara. Azara unable to sink it, picked up by Flanagan. Colonials now in transition. Cooper, Daly.
This PW women's team, last game, they were 11 for 17 in the first half from the 4, as well as 5 for 6 from 3. On those 11 makes, 8 of them were assisted, so they definitely need some great ball movement here.
McTamney trying to attempt a shot, no good. Both teams trying to fill each other out in the first minute of play. Olson now trying to do some Azara. And I believe that will be Colonial possession. So today's the beginning of the NCAA March Madness. We got a little bit of madness of our own here as this place is rocking.
Yeah, it's definitely the loudest stadium here we've heard ever since things shut down around this time last year. So far, 0-0 game, 6:55 left in this first quarter. Each team with the turnover. That's been PW's weakness in the past few, the turnover margin. Now if they can turn that around tonight, it'll be good implications.
Thomas trying to get it, picked up by Daly. Cooper now going back out. Flanagan surveying. 6:30 mark here on the first. Thomas back to Flanagan. McTamney.
I think this PW ladies team has a big size advantage, and they got to try to use that down in the paint right now.
A lot of physicality early on here in this one. Here's Cooper. Cooper going low. Shot is up. No good. Picked up by Daly, and that is good. The game's been christened with its first point. 2-0 Colonial lead.
4 different shot attempts so far by the Colonials, taken by 4 different players right now.
Olson now trying to even things up here for the Rams. Also with 2 defenders. We will have the first foul of the game. Foul on Cooper. Inbounding is Tiffin. Here is Azara over to Huddick. Back to Azara. Azara, I think, trying to figure out the Colonials' defensive scheme. A lot of teams having a lot of trouble with this Colonial stingy defense.
Yeah, they definitely try to pressure the ball and make teams turn the ball over.
Azara desperately looking for a teammate. McTamney getting it. McTamney now in transition. Physical battle here between McTamney and Tiffin. Tiffin, one of the better players here for Springford. We heard Coach DeLucia saying they're almost identical in the way that they play, both very energetic and very aggressive down low.
Set himself right now. Both teams so far with 2 turnovers each. I mean, we're just 2.5 minutes here 2-0 game as the Colonials leading. I definitely think both these teams definitely got to stop turning the ball over as much as they are right now.
Olsen trying to find an opening here. Colonials clogging that lane up. Here's Boyer. Boyer with McTamney closely guarding her. McTamney getting a hit on it. Here's Flanagan now trying to pick up a loose ball.
Looks like they're going to call a backcourt violation against the Rams there. Another turnover. These Colonials keep playing the stingy defense and keep pressuring Springford. Great hustle play there by Flanagan too to force that backcourt.
Inbounding is Daly. I could say this, Jack, even though this is a road game, we are hearing this Colonial fan base right now. Here's Daly. Shot is blocked by Huddock. Very nice defensive play.
Definitely a lot of energy here on both sides. Minutes remaining in this first quarter.
I mean, it's a district championship. You wouldn't expect anything less. Here's McTamney. She's able to draw the foul.
In their last 5 quarters of basketball, this Lady Colonials team is shooting 19 for 20 from the free throw line. That's 95% over the last 5 quarters.
Can't ask for anything better. McTamney always makes it look so easy, easily the most consistent on the free throw line. We'll see if she can get her second here.
Yeah, McTamney leading the scoring so far for the Colonials so far with 34 points in the 3 district playoff games.
Sinking her second. Colonials take a 4-0 lead here with 4:58 in the first. For Springford here, you're home, but you're definitely not feeling quite as much momentum right now, being shut out. You need to get some points on the board, or the Colonials might start running away with it like they have every other game in this tournament.
Yeah, usually in a situation like this where you're desperate for a bucket, you try to give it to your best player, but when Olsen's guarded by Cooper there, I don't know if that's going to be the most favorable matchup for the Rams.
Tiffin, here's Olsen. No good. We can see her pointing to her chest saying, my bad with that shot.
Air ball.
So far, so good. Colonials defense looking very stingy. Flanagan now past midcourt. Thomas, Cooper. Cooper trying to get past Olsen. Olsen giving her a little bit of trouble. Waiting to see who the ball was out on. Both sides pleading their case. Laney Allen and Abby Sharp coming into the game.
The Colonials bringing out their 2 biggest players there in Thomas and McTamney, looking to go with the small ball matchup here. Small ball lineup to try to match what the Rams are doing.
Flanagan, Cooper, back to Flanagan. Flanagan, long range, and she makes it. Very nice long 2 there for the Colonials. Now their lead is extended to 6.
Yeah, not very often here we see a Colonial player take a contested mid-range like that, but great shot there by Flanagan.
Here's Huddock. She makes her first shot, 6-2. Sharp, it seems like every time she comes in, she's a little bit of an energy sparker with that long-range 3 shot. She doesn't shoot a lot of them, but when she does, she typically makes them. We'll see here if the Colonials try to utilize that early on here.
Sharp shooting 67% so far through these district playoffs.
Cooper finding Daly. Contested shot, no good. Now a transition, Springford. Olsen cutting.
They're going to call a foul on the floor there against number 33, Laney Allen.
I like the physicality there. You know, you're letting her know, even though I'm coming in off the bench, I'm not going to allow you to take over this game. Don't be fearful of their best player. She makes her first shot of the game. 6-4, Colonials still lead by 2 with 3:15 here in the first.
Yeah, Colonials playing some great defense so far there, but looks like they just got a little bit too lax there on that inbound pass.
I definitely want to see if they can keep up the pace, the physicality of their defense. Daly trying to lay up.
That's the 3rd different time we've seen them try to find Erin Daly there in the post. I mean, she's definitely got a huge size advantage there being guarded by Boyer, and they're going to try to keep exploiting that size advantage and keep trying to find her in the post.
Colonials getting a lot of free throw attempts early on here. Up and good. Again, got to utilize all these points you're able to get. Don't leave anything left. And short for Daly.
Yeah, just the second miss for the Colonials from the free throw line in the last 6 quarters. Not a great time for Cooper to pick up her second foul there. You need her to play her great defense today, and that is not a smart foul there, trying to grab that rebound.
She gets subbed out. McTamney coming and taking in her place. Here's Olsen at midcourt. Here is Azara. Azara finding Tiffin. Tiffin trying to go to work, long two. She sinks it. 1 point lead for the Colonials. Colonials seeing their lead slowly shrinking gradually throughout this period. It's now just a 1 point game.
Yeah, 7-6 here, 2:30.
So far this championship is everything we thought it would be. Flanagan finding Sharp. Sharp finding McTamney.
It's like the Colonials are trying to slow this game down a little bit, play to their pace.
Flanagan swing it long to Sharp. Sharp for three. Oh, almost. I almost thought I called it there a minute ago when she came into the game. And I believe the basket will count. And one, Springford with their first lead of the game. Sharp's first foul of the game.
Yeah, 14 fouls, and there's still 2 minutes remaining in this first quarter here. Gonna be very important for the Lady Colonials to stay out of foul trouble here.
Olsen able to take advantage on the three-point play. Flanagan now with the ball. I think Colonials' big thing is to not get in their heads too much here. They're playing great. I like the physicality, just don't give up any silly fouls. Here's McTamney. Sharp. Allen. Sharp. Flanagan. Allen down low. Shot is up and good. Allen's been a spark plug too in this playoff. When she comes in, she's been having a lot of really nice points off the bench. One of the big contributors in the past 2 wins for the Colonials.
Lainey Allen so far in this district playoff, 8 for 8 from the field. Still perfect. Olsen's got 7 points already in this first quarter.
11-9 here with 1:20 left in the first. McTamney finding Flanagan. Flanagan, 2, no good. Picked up by Olsen. Olsen now in transition. Olsen trying to work past 2 Colonial defenders. It was a nice looking shot, but not able to make it.
Yeah, she wasn't able to make that shot there, but she really hustled there to try to get her own rebound. Was able to get it out in the Colonials player and keep Springford possession.
Inbounding right now is Tiffin. Tiffin finding Azara. Azara finds Tiffin. Here is Boyer for 3, no good. Picked up by Flanagan, very nice physical rebound there for Flanagan. Flanagan knifing her way through Springford defense.
You're gonna call that foul on the floor there. Boyer missing that uncontested three-pointer there. As Coach Delucia said before the game that she is her best shooter, and that's definitely someone there. You cannot keep giving her those open looks. Colonials trail 9-11 here with 46 seconds left in this first quarter.
Allen trying to corral the pass. She's unable to. Here's Olsen now trying to do the work on Daly. Shot is up and no good. Picked up by the Colonials.
Great defense there by the Colonials to not foul.
Flanagan finding Allen. Daly. McTamney. Allen. Sharp. Flanagan.
20 seconds left. Colonials looking for the last shot here. It's a chance
Love
to tie it.
Daly. Daly going down low. Shot is no good. Picked up by Springford. 10 seconds left here. Pass is long. Somehow kept in play. I thought that might have been out of bounds. 5 seconds. Olsen for 3. Shot is up and good. All righty, 14-9. We saw the tale of 2 halves here with that first quarter. Colonials looked like they're doing whatever they wanted for the first half. Second half is all Springford. I think the Colonials are right in it. They just can't get in their own heads right now. It's a big game, a lot of pressure, a lot of sound. Coach Daugherty actually doing a sit-down here with the drawing board. I think he might change up some of the defensive scheme here for the Colonials.
Yeah, I mean, that was definitely a huge mental lapse there on the Colonial side. Aaron Daly tried to drive on that best player there, Lucy Olsen. There was still about 15 seconds left on the clock when she drove in. So on that miss, it gave the Rams a ton of time to get down the court and do something. Gave the Rams plenty of time to try and make something happen there on the offensive end of things. And then not only that, when Lucy Olson had the ball there at the top of the three-point line, no one got out there to try and contest her. There's 3 seconds left on the clock. You got to try and get out there and contest that shot. There's not enough time for her to drive or pass. You can't let her take that open three like that. Lucy Olson, 10 points in the first quarter right now.
She's their biggest player. She's the Colonials' biggest problem. This is Colonials' first road game, so they're used to a little bit of home cooking, used to the home court advantage, so I'm sure there's a little bit of transitional errors as well. But again, it's only a 5-point game. It's not panic time yet. We know what the squad's capable of. We know how deep their bench is. We got an exciting 3 quarters remaining here. McTamney trying to find anybody here. She finds Flanagan.
Cooper's going to re-enter the game after getting in foul trouble.
I think that will definitely help the Colonials with their defensive woes as of late. Cooper, Thomas, back to Cooper. Cooper finding Daly. Daly, Thomas down low. Thomas doing work. Shot is up and no good. Looked like for a second it was going in. Transition time here for Springford.
In that first quarter, the Colonials came into this game shooting above 50% from the field in the district playoffs. In that first quarter, they were only 3 for 10. So the Colonials are going to have to start taking better looks. It seemed like they were getting out of their game. They were settling for good shots, not looking for the great shots. I think if they go after the great shots there, they're going to be just fine.
Flanagan tightly locking Springford here. Cooper. Here is Tiffin. Tiffin trying to find somebody. Long 2. Up and good. Coming off the bench. That is Pettinelli for Springford. 16-9. Colonials down their largest deficit, 7 points here early.
So far, after this first quarter, Lucy Olson, 10 points. The PW girls team combined, 9 points.
We knew she was going to be a problem. Daly up. Oh, thought it was good, but just not enough on it.
Daly just 1 for 4 from the field right now.
Here's Tiffin. Tiffin dishing it back out. 3. Pettinelli's 3. No good. Flanagan.
16-9 game here with 6:20 in the second quarter.
The Colonials almost this entire tournament have been holding leads for the entirety of games. We're going to have to see how they can dig deep here and try to come back. And that's a great play right there by Anna McTamney. She's been leading this squad in scoring. She's one of the captains. You knew she was going to step up when you need her. Now she needs to continue.
Yeah, so far here in this tournament, they beat the 18 seed Souderton by 31 points, then the 10 seed CB West by 18 points, then the 3 seed CBS by 31 points. So these Colonials got to hang in here and play a close game.
Pettinelli finding Olson. Back over. Foul on the Colonials. Foul on Daly. 5:42 here in the second. 16-11 Colonials down 5. This is a big possession here for Springford. If the Colonials can stop them, get a little bit of that mental confidence defensively back, score some quick transition points, they're right back in this thing.
No PW sports team has won a district title in 4 years. Every possession's a big possession at this point.
Could have said it better. Springford looks at the Colonials starting to get a little bit of their swagger back defensively. Long 3 for Olson. Shot is up and good. Olson really came to play tonight. 13 points already, and we're not even at the half yet. Here's Flanagan.
A lot of contact there. Flanagan just 1 for 3 from the field so far.
Pettinelli shot, no good. Picked up by Cooper. Colonials down 8, 19-11. Here's Cooper. Daly. Daly shot is up, no good. But I believe it touched Springford there. A little bit of a mental mistake here for Springford. Colonials need to take this gift and capitalize on it now.
Yeah, last game we saw the Colonials there. They were scoring a lot of their points off assists. They were getting those wide under looks under the basket. That shot there by Erin Daly, that's just not what we're used to seeing from this team there. That contested shot, I think that she's got to try to settle down a little bit and look for the great shots again.
McTamney, Flanagan. The Colonials need to remember that they're the bigger team here. Use your size to your advantage. McTamney, Flanagan trying to get past two defenders. Shot is up. We're seeing here Flanagan's one of the only shorter Colonials out there, and she's currently just not able to get the shots off. Shot for Olsen, no good. Rebound picked up. Really nice defensive play there by Thomas to strip the ball, big time. Here's McTamney in transition. Shot is up and blocked. Really good defense by Olsen.
A lot of contact there on both ends of the court. I think no fouls going to be called on either one. Colonials here are going to keep possession.
We've seen a lot of games in this playoff where foul calling has been a huge part of the game. There's a ton of fouls. Letting them play here in this game. Daly with the big shot there. 6-point lead now for Springford. That's a big mental thing for her. She's missed her past couple shot attempts.
Yeah, she missed 4 straight shots before that one. That's the shot that she has to look for. You know, that shot, get it one off the pass, find that open look right under the net.
She's been getting plenty of looks with that. If she's making those, Colonials might be leading right now. Shot is short. Let it go out.
Check it back for the Rams.
3:51 before the half here. Colonials down 6 here at Springford Area High School. Flanagan. Got a little Thomas trying to work down low. Daly shot up, good. Daly, it's funny, but she made that one shot, got some confidence. Now she's going to the line. That's what we need from her right now, and that's what the Colonials need in general.
Yeah, Erin Daly really looking to take this one over right now.
Daly making her shot. 3-point lead here for Springford. Colonials getting a little bit more comfortable now.
Yeah, Daly's got 8 points so far tonight. Last Wednesday against CBE, she had 9 points the entire game, but that was all 4 for 4 from the field.
Olsen, someone's got to get her. Shot is no good. Rebound picked up by the Colonials. If you score on this possession, Colonials are feeling wonderful right now. Again, considering that Springford was really starting to blow that lead up. Colonials, it was looking a little bit scary for a second there.
Yeah, 16-19 here, 3:20 left in this first half.
Daly. She's got Olsen all over her. Flanagan now trying to do some work.
Colonials trying to slow this game down, play to their tempo.
McTamney. Thomas. Flanagan. Daly's getting some nice looks here. Shot is up. No good. Almost picked up, but then Olsen able to get a hand on it. We have a foul on Daly. You don't want to see Daly getting another foul this early. She's really going to be a difference maker in this game with her size advantage.
Yeah, so far Daly, she's got 8 field goal attempts in total, 5 in this quarter alone. I think the biggest difference that we're seeing in the second quarter compared to the first for both teams is that there's only been 1 total turnover in this corner in this quarter.
Speaking of that, another turnover. Here's Cooper. She finds Sharp. Sharp with 2 defenders all over her. Springford, and we have a travel. Springford is really clogging up that lower part of the paint. That's been a problem all night here for the Colonials.
Yeah, when you got 2 athletic teams like this, they're going to try to use those athleticism, try to get a lot of the points out there in the fast break, and try to bring a lot of traps there on defense.
That side of the court is where Tiffin and Olsen are, and we're seeing that they're showing off their tenure and their experiences. They're giving the Colonials a lot of trouble, whoever it is with the ball down at that part of the floor. Here's Huddick getting it over to Boyer. Boyer finding Olsen. Olsen with Cooper. Shot will count. We see a little bit of frustration from Cooper here. Again, we're seeing a lot of really hard defensive play here by Springford, not calling it. Colonials not doing quite as much, and they're getting called.
Yeah, when you're playing an unstoppable force on offense from the other side, like Olsen here, you're going to try to utilize your best player there to stop her. But right now, Gabby Cooper, she's given up 15 points by Olsen, chance for 16 right there, and she's got 3 points. I definitely think the Colonials need to change something up on defense to try to stop Olsen.
As scary as it is only a 5-point game, 21-16 here. We have a quick 30-second timeout. I think that the biggest thing for Coach Daugherty right now to tell his team is that this is the Colonials. They made it this far. They had the talent. They had the depth. They had the role players to be able to come back in this one. It's a district championship. Typically in a normal non-COVID year, you're already in the state tournament. Just get some nice hardware and your name on a board. It means a whole lot more because it's this or their season's over.
You know what I'm starting to fear here for the Colonials is they only utilize 7 players. They got their 5 starters with Sharp and Allen coming off the bench. And if they really get into foul trouble there with their starters, they might have to go deeper into their bench, these players who may not have as much experience.
Olsen shot no good. A rare miss from the free throw line for their premier player. Colonials trying to take advantage now in transition. Flanagan, Sharp, Daly. 2 minutes here left in the second before the half. Sharp, finding Flanagan. McTamney shot up. Good. I like her taking shots. I want McTamney to get more involved. She has 6 points, but it seems like every time she shoots, no one's on her. No one wants to deal with her size.
Yeah, Springfield going with their zone defense here, and while that may crowd the paint a lot, make it hard to get those open baskets under the net, if the Colonials can bring in a little bit more range in their shots like that and find a hole in the zone like that, it can be very effective in the scoring in that mid-range and from three-point land.
Zara. Clock winding here before the half. Tiffin trying to move. Shot up. No good. Picked up by the Colonials. Thomas fighting Flanagan.
Great defense there by Sharp to come off of Olsen and help on the defense and contest that shot.
Flanagan. Sharp. 3. And it is no good. It would have been really nice to get that one to tie it up right before the half. Less than a minute here to play.
Sharp 0 for 2 from three-point range so far tonight.
Olsen. McTamney guarding her. Azora.
40 seconds left. Looks like Springford's got no intentions here of getting up 2 shots in this quarter.
Tiffin. Azara.
Down to 30 seconds.
Wasting no time here, trying to just whittle this clock down as low as you can. Follow the Colonials here, get right in their face. I mean, what do you have to lose here? Just don't give up a foul. Olsen. Really letting this time wind down. Force them to take a 3 here. It's not a guaranteed make.
Yeah, definitely got to get in her face.
Olsen for 3. Shot is good. Oh my goodness, not the way you want the half to end. Flanagan's shot is up. Okay, 24-18, 6-point deficit for the Colonials. I think things could be a lot worse. They could also be a little bit better. What do you think we need to see going into the second half?
Lucy Olsen's got 18 points. The Lady Colonials have 18 points. And Springford as a team has 24 points. So I'd say you bring all 5 defenders and you just guard Lucy Olsen. Seriously, though, you got to try to play some better defense, not foul, stay out of foul trouble, and I think the Colonials can still plenty of time to turn this one around.
I think my biggest point in the second half here, Erin Daly and Anna McTamney, they've been in a lot of trouble. Get them involved. I like McTamney taking a little bit more shots. That side of the court seems to be a little bit problematic. Again, 6 points, do or die time. We got a really exciting second half ahead of us. Make sure to tune in. Until then, we'll see ya. Welcome back. Here we go. Second half, just 2 quarters away from the result of this district championship. Springford starting with the ball now.
Yeah, not a great second quarter there by the Colonials. Shot 4 for 12. I really think they got to get that team field goal percentage if they want to be successful here.
Huddick making a shot. Lead extended to 8 now for Springford, 26-18. Flanagan.
Looks like the Colonials there, they tried to do a good job adjusting to Olsen. I mean, she was very dangerous from the floor there in that first half. She had 18 points. They went to try to double cover there, but Olsen, such a skilled player, able to get the assist on that play.
Colonials need to get some points early here. Again, just try to build off momentum. McTamney contested shot, no good. Picked up by Olsen. Boyer. Huddick. Olsen. Olsen. Azara. Tiffin. Olsen, they're really spraying the floor right now. A lot of passing here.
Yeah, they're slowing down the ball. It's not something we saw them do a lot in that first half. They were really pedal to the metal there.
Olsen with Thomas defending her. Azara with Cooper.
8-point lead here, 7 minutes left in the third quarter. Rams really trying to slow this down.
Playing a little bit Colonial style ball right now. Azara, long possession here. We have a jump ball.
Just a minute 20 into this second half, and he's seen 2 jump balls.
Inbounding. Tiffin. Colonials would really like a stop here. Tiffin, Huddick, Olsen. Olsen with 2 defenders on her. Olsen, contested shot, no good. Colonials need to take advantage here. Olsen not missing a lot tonight. You got to take it every shot. Every time she misses a shot, you got to try to get points off it. Here's Daly for 3. In! Wow! Big time shot by Daly. She was having a little bit of trouble that first half. That's about as big of a 3 as we've seen her make this entire postseason.
Yeah, Daly really got off to a slow start there. Was just 3 for 8 from the field. I mean, she jacks up that 3 there in Olsen's face. Makes it go.
Olsen, shot no good. This is big here. The Colonials are within 5. Big time possession here to try to claw away at that Springford lead.
That 3-point attempt there was only the 3rd 3-pointer attempted by the Lady Colonials so far this game. The other 2 misses by Abby Sharp.
McTamney, Thomas, Flanagan. Flanagan pumping. Thomas trying to get open off her hands. That's a possession you don't want to see on that way. Colonials unable to get a shot attempt.
6-team turnover by the PW Colonials so far.
5:48 here in the third. 26-21. Springford leading by 5. Huddick. Olsen. Olsen pumping.
Cooper's got to be careful here on defense. Can't pick up that 4th foul.
Azara. Olsen. Over to Boyer. Azara. Tiffin. Olsen. Olsen. She's got a lot of Colonials on her. Wide open look for Azara. Shot is good. You hate to get a wide open look like that. Those are backbreakers. Lead extended back to 8 now for Springford, 29-21.
Yeah, that's Azara's first 3 points of the game. Seems like there, once the Colonials start closing in, making things tight, the Rams are there to take that big shot.
McTamney able to draw the foul. Again, she's the captain. You need her to do the work. She's not leading the floor, and she should be. She has 6 points as of right now. Big time fouls here. Colonials down by 8. Shot's good.
McTamney's got 7 points so far tonight.
And that a rare free throw miss for McTamney. Don't see a lot of that.
Yeah, made her first 3 to start this game tonight.
Currently she has 7. Olsen. A little bit cold coming out of the half. McTamney stretching her wingspan out there trying to steal from Boyer. Olsen. Again, they're just chewing clock here.
4:30 left in this third quarter here.
Shots up by Huddick. No good. Picked up by Olsen. Olsen, rebound shot is up and good. Lead extended to 9. 31-22.
Olsen's got 20.
Colonials trying to play a little bit more up-tempo now. You can tell that their back's starting to go against the wall. Thomas, McTamney trying to find Cooper. Getting it back to Thomas. Thomas for 3. Shot's no good. McTamney racing, trying to pick up the rebound. No good.
Jordan Thomas starts this game 0 for 3 from the field so far. For the whole beginning of the season, we did not see Thomas really attempt many 3-pointers. there after that last game. She went 3 for 3 in the first half and has been chucking them up ever since.
Springford trying to extend to double-digit lead now, their first double-digit lead of the half. Boyer. Olsen. McTamney guarding Olsen. Battle of two Goliaths here. Huddick with the open look, dishing it back out. Shot is no good, attempted by Tiffin.
Great rebound there by Thomas. I think that's another thing that's been biting the Colonials in the back so far. They've not been getting a lot of their defensive rebounds. So there's going to be a turnover there on Flanagan.
Again, very physical on Flanagan. She's not getting any calls. Azora. Tiffin. Olsen. See a little bit of a collision there with the Rams.
Really trying to slow down the tempo of this game, leading by 9. 2:48 left in the third quarter.
Olsen getting a pretty open look and in. You got to try to get in her face a little bit more there. She just kind of had an easy little lane. We see a timeout here by Coach Doherty. I think he's starting to feel a little bit of sense of what's happening on the court. Not
second timeout called by Coach Doherty in the entire district playoffs. The first one came against Souderton as a way to get his seniors into the game.
It's not panic time yet, but it's starting to get dangerously close. There's 45 seconds this timeout, but again, we see Coach Doherty calling his team over, drawing on the board.
Yeah, so far here the Rams coming into the second half on a 9-4 run. Colonials really got to try to stop their momentum here.
Colonials really need to try to steal the tempo, make their presence a little bit more felt. It seems like they're just getting outplayed mentally and physically right now.
Lucy Olsen, 22 points right now. Lady Colonials, 22.
I mean, that's what it comes down to. Simple. I mean, the next highest score is Huddick with 4. So Colonials only currently with 3 scores. One having double digits, that being Daly with 11. .238 here in the third quarter. This game is flying right before our eyes. 33-22, 11-point lead here for the Springford Rams. Big possession here for the Colonials, trying to cut into that double-digit lead. McTamney finding Thomas. Thomas, Flanagan. McTamney driving. Tries to make the shot. We could see her frustration there. She really wanted that one to sink.
Yeah, so close to converting the and one there.
That one's scary.
Gets that home roll on the road. Cuts down to a 10-point deficit.
And both of them count for McTamney. Sharp coming in the game. Coming out of the half, Colonials came in with about 3.5 minutes left. I saw Sharp make a couple threes. She's looking a little bit more comfortable. Again, we've seen her be a spark plug. Can she give the Colonials a little bit of a needed push and a lift right now offensively?
Yeah, Sharp, unable to get on the board yet so far offensively. But McTamney, she's got 9 points, coming mostly off 5 for 6 from the free throw line.
Of the Colonials, 24 points, 20 of them coming from McTamney and Daly. Olsen finding Pettinelli. Pass to Azari. Sharp trying to guard Azari. Wide open look for Pettinelli. Shot is contested and good. Flanagan now quickly moving down the court. Again, the Colonials know how important each of these possessions are. Flanagan. Okay. A little bit of a makeup call there, possibly. Shot unable to sink here. She makes second one count. 10-point lead for Springford, 35-25.
Lady Colonials, 8 for 11 so far from the free throw stripe.
About pace with what their typical numbers have been for this postseason. Here's Pettinelli with Daly. Trying to draw the backcourt.
Springford really trying to use a lot of picks to get Olsen an advantage that they really like. They're really trying to get the ball to Olsen, get her a favorable matchup, and that's how they're going to try to attack the Colonials here.
Olsen with a nice move on Sharp. Long possession here. Olsen really trying to do it herself. Shot is up and good.
Coach Doherty really signaling for this Lady Colonials team to bring the tempo here.
12-point lead. Flanagan. No good. Need someone to pick up that rebound there. Less than a minute. 45 seconds here in the third. Colonials down 12. Olsen with Cooper closely guarding her. Pettinelli with Daly on her.
30
Azara.
seconds so far here in the first 2 quarters. When we saw Springford at that last possession, they got it off to Olsen, who pulled that 3-pointer.
Sharp closely guarding Azara. Timeout. Smart timeout there by Springford.
30 seconds.
Yeah, 20 seconds. Great amount of time to draw up a play here. I'm going to take a wild guess here. I think they're going to try to get Olsen open for 3.
I could very well see that. That's how they ended the half. I think possible suggestion here. I think I might want Thomas. I know offensively she has been great tonight, but defensively she's really been one of the key figures for the Colonials here. It seems like Sharp might be a little bit nervous. Again, I believe she's only a sophomore. Big time game, a lot of pressure. All we have is 1 quarter separating us away from the end of this one. I think just about everybody in this arena is feeling some kind of way, but regardless, everyone's heart is racing right now.
At 12-point deficit, it's a lot to come back to in the 4th quarter. Definitely can't let it get any more out of hand right here to end this third.
It's about smart ball, efficient ball, and physical ball. The Colonials need to take over this quarter and take this game from the hands of the Springford Rams.
As I said towards the end of the first half there, I think this would be a solid time to bring 5 Colonial defenders there on Olsen.
I agree. Olsen missing with a pretty open look. Picked up by the Colonials. 6 seconds. Trying to get the pass off. Here's McTamney. Less than 3. Has to get a shot off. Stripped. And that will end the quarter.
Springford 37, Colonials 25.
Some great defense there by Cooper down to the wire. She tried not to let Olsen get by her. Once she did, Aaron Daly came there for the help. So I definitely think for the 4th quarter here, they're going to definitely try to have, I think at all times you need two defenders on Olsen.
I agree. Couldn't have said it better myself. I think another big thing, Colonials 3-point shooting, it was very helpful last game. You didn't need it. Now you need it. You need a lot of these high-scoring possessions. You need efficient possessions. They've been missing a lot of baskets that they really need to make. Again, this is the championship. This is it. This is your season on the line. I hate to say it, there's a lot of pressure and anxiety right now, but there is. If you could step up and win, this is what state championship winning squads do. And this is, again, it's a forged by fire kind of moment. Look at the banner here. 2012-2013, Springford won. This is a very, very good squad here that has a very rich history. Colonials looking to try and make history of their own. Fingers crossed here, folks. We're all kind of holding our breath now as we approach the final 8 minutes of this one.
Yeah, for the 4th straight game here in this district playoffs, the Colonials are losing the turnover margin. Right now, they have 8 turnovers compared to Springford's 3.
I can say this with confidence now as both of us are coming down to the end of our tenure. I don't think I've ever had my heart pounding as much as it is right now as a commentator. I can only imagine how the players on the floor and the coaches are feeling right now.
Yeah, for most high school athletes here, especially for this great group of seniors, you don't want this to come to an end here. The Colonials can't put together something in this final 8 minutes. It will come to an end.
Cooper finding McTamney. McTamney over to Sharp. Cooper. Olsen tightly guarding her. McTamney. McTamney. Daly. McTamney. Flanagan.
In that third quarter there, the Colonials only made 1 field goal.
Big time shot by Flanagan to come out into the half. 7:30 mark, Colonials down by 10.
Colonials just 1 for 4 in that third quarter. A lot of turnovers, but they were still able to draw a lot of fouls and score points that way. Colonials really got to start shooting a better mark from the field.
Pettinelli with Daly on her. Ball swung back out over to Tiffin. Olsen. Cooper on Olsen. The most important defensive matchup of her career here at Plymouth Whitemarsh High. Shots up and good by Olsen again. Olsen having the game of her life right now, 26 points. There's a reason why she's going to Villanova. Daly, McTamney, Cooper.
39-27 here with 6:45 left in the fourth quarter.
McTamney. Swing over to Cooper. Cooper knifing in. Daly open and in. Now this is good offense we're seeing, but we can't be seeing blow for blow. We have to be seeing getting the ball and trying to get points and cutting into this lead.
I definitely think here on the defensive side of things, the Colonials really have to start going back to their full court press. We've seen it early in the season, forced a lot of turnovers, and I think if they can force the turnovers there on that full court defense and get some quick fast break points. Erin Daly picks up her 3rd foul.
At this point, you really don't like seeing any of the starters with that high of fouls. We have her and Cooper with 3 fouls, so
yeah,
getting
Cooper
a
picked
little
up
too
her
high.
3rd foul early in that third quarter, but has been pretty fine ever since.
Olsen with Cooper on her. Pettinelli. Azara. Azara trying to find anybody. Pettinelli. 6:01 here in the fourth. 39-29. Another one on Daly. 4th foul. 2 fouls in a span of about 30 seconds.
Yeah, Erin Daly, the leading scorer for the Colonials right now with 13. Definitely don't want her to foul out of things.
Olsen. Olsen with some nice handles. Azara.
5:40 left in this game.
Pettinelli. Pettinelli coming off the bench. She's been a huge game changer. Her physicality's being felt. She's giving the Colonials a lot of problems.
Fiona Gunaratne going to check into this one. Looks like the Colonials are going outside their main 7 players here.
Interesting move. We'll see if it works. Give the Colonials a much needed lift. Here's Flanagan. Really wanted the and one there, but nice job of drawing the foul there for Flanagan. Needs to make both these here.
Yeah, Flanagan, the junior captain here, really trying to take over and use her speed and athleticism, try and get something at the rim.
Shot's good. Colonials now within 9. Closest they've had it in a little bit.
Flanagan's up to 6 points.
Not so good. Wanted McTamney to try to pick it up. Picked up instead by Tiffin.
Colonials bringing their full court pressure.
I really wanted to see it a little bit earlier, but they need to keep that for the duration of this game.
Yeah, still 5 minutes left here. Colonials trailing by 9.
I know the Colonials have the stamina and the energy to play physical like that. They need to keep it up. Still these possessions away. Oh, and a rare turnover by Olsen. Colonials really need to capitalize on it. Here's Cooper. She finds Gunaratne. Gunaratne for 3.
Way downtown.
Oh, almost. Out on Springford, or I'm sorry, out on the Colonials Springford ball. Funny, but we see a little bit there. I think the Colonials knew what they wanted there, bringing Gunaratne, and they wanted to get her to have a clutch 3 ball, almost making it. Pettinelli wide open down low.
Great
Tiffin.
defense there by Sharp to stop that ball.
Azara. Pettinelli. 9-point game. 4:30 left in the fourth. Olsen trying to get past two Colonial defenders. Shots up and good. 28 points, 2 points away from 30 here.
Yeah, Lucy Olsen, 28 points right now. Lady Colonials got 30.
Shot for three.
Make that 33.
Big time shot for the Colonials. Wow. Now they're within 8. This one is far from over with 4:18 left here in the fourth.
Yeah, 3-point specialist Abby Sharp cuts it down to an 8-point deficit. 4:20 left in this game. So far in this fourth quarter, Colonials shooting 3 for 4 from the field. Taking the same amount of shots as they did in that third quarter, making 2 more of them already.
Big time timeout here with the coaches talking to their players. Again, I mean, this is what you see in a championship, season defining moments like this.
I think there's been a point anytime this season that we've seen Doherty call 2 timeouts in the same game.
You can tell that there's a lot of pressure right now. We might not get a chance later, so I want to get it out now. Special thank you to Aaron Sean and Tom Peeler for coming out, our executive producer and cameraman. Both were great today. Being able to make the 30-minute drive out here to Springford Area High School, not close, what makes this program so great. Colonials defense really
Great defense there on the
here.
inbound.
Colonials need to stop just about every shot from this point from Springford. Azara getting a really open look here. She's got McTamney on her. Tiffin.
Very physical defense here by the Colonials. You can really see the change here in what their defensive strategy is coming out of that timeout.
Tiffin fighting Azara. Azara trying to get a move on Gunaratna. Foul on Gunaratna, her first of the game.
If there is a player there you want to pick up that foul, that's Gunaratne, just coming in this game in the fourth quarter. I know we were talking about here in these past few contests about, the Colonials when they were getting up by 30, able to get some new players some experience in case they needed them. And here comes that moment where you need Gunaratne coming off the bench.
Seems to pay off. Another foul. Another one on Gunaratna. That's 2 in a span of about 10 seconds. 3:43 here in the fourth. 8-point deficit for the Colonials. 41-33.
Yeah, only 14 fouls so far in this second half for the Colonials, though.
Pettinelli waiting. We see a little bit of a traffic jam here. Hearing both sides of the court cheering on their team.
See, there's no loss in fight here from this Lady Colonials team as Fiona Gunaratne is going to pick up her 3rd foul in about 3 seconds.
Jack, are we seeing a little bit of strategy here with the frequent fouling, or is this just kind of a mental miscue?
I think Fiona Gunaratne came out of this game to play some tough defense, and she's getting her money's worth here.
Don't allow an edge. Open look for Pettinelli. Pettinelli just going in. Olsen with Cooper tightly guarding her, looking like almost like a football cornerback wide receiver battle with a lot of these passes going her way. Making a move on Cooper. And the and one, the last thing you want to see, a 3-point play here this late. Lead extended to 10, 43-33, 3:22 left. That will be the 30th point here for Olsen. 30 of the 43 points here for the Rams. To take her out of the game, the Colonials have this one pretty handedly.
Not only does Olsen pick up her 30th, though, she's responsible for 70% of Springford's points. But Gabby Cooper is going to pick up her 4th foul there. That's not something you want to see. Olsen 2 for 3 from the line so far tonight.
Colonials are going to need a barrage of points here. Sharp for 3. No good. Here inbounding is Tiffin. Pass over to Olsen. Olsen moving down court quickly.
She's going to try to draw that 5th foul there on Cooper. Looks like Springford's going to get their 3rd timeout off.
3:08. This might be the longest 3 minutes and 8 seconds of our commentary career here.
Very hard here to score 11 points in 3 minutes here, but this Colonials team not losing any fight right now, and I don't expect to see them giving up now. I hate to sound like a broken record here, but I mean, Lucy Olsen's got 31 points right now in the district championship game.
Allie Zolte coming into the game here. We're seeing the Colonials getting creative with their lineup, digging deep. Again, like you said, they had a lot of moments throughout this tournament. They were able to get subbed in at the end portions of the games. But that was when the Colonials were up by 20, 15 points. It's a very different story right now, but we'll see if they're able to make their presence felt here. Is anything the Colonials could take at this point?
Yeah, completely different stakes. Got a championship game here. You're on the road, a very loud, energetic environment. It's going to be gut check time.
I'm pretty surprised we've seen very little presence here by Thomas in the second half.
Yeah, we saw her take that 1 3-pointer there in that 3rd quarter, and she really hasn't seen much since. I think it definitely has something to do with the spring forward lineup being a really small team. Looks like the Colonials just tried to match that.
I think they definitely, they're trying to utilize their speedsters here.
Springford not really looking to take any shots there. Had a wide open layup there. It looks like they're really just going to try to continue to run this clock out.
Playing conservative, but it's very smart. No foul, no harm. Olsen trying to get past a couple defenders. Yeah, we're seeing a little bit of a passing drill here. Pettinelli, 13-point lead now for
Pettinelli's
Springford.
got 6.
Flanagan pick up her own rebound. Draws the foul again.
Third shooting foul called against Flanagan so far in this 4th quarter.
Flanagan's good. Flanagan's second, no good. Picked up by the Colonials. Sharp, no good. Needed the Colonials to pick up the rebound there. I believe
Sharp's first 2-point attempt of the game.
I believe an intentional miss there by Flanagan. Whoa, nice steal by Flanagan, but unable to keep the feet in bounds. 2:14.
Yeah, great job there getting at the right place at the right time, just unable to stop her momentum.
Not an easy play to make at all.
2 minutes, 14 seconds left in this one. Colonials trailing by 12.
Gunaratne getting her hands on a ball. Again, she's got Olsen here.
Yeah, at a time like this, it may not come down to skill or size, but it's just going to come down to scrap. Fiona Gunaratne, definitely one of the scrappiest players this Colonials team has.
Scrap, grit, and heart. That's what these last defining moments are all about.
It looks like with 150 here, the Colonials trying to intentionally foul.
Cooper going to be checking into the game. She's taking out Gunaratne.
Yeah, Cooper coming back into this one with 4 fouls.
At this point, I think foul count really doesn't matter. Shots up and good. 47-34, 13-point lead here for Springford. Shots no good. Colonials desperately needing to end this possession as quickly as possible. Pettinelli with a wide open look and doesn't shoot. She dishes it out instead.
Just trying to run that clock down.
Really disciplined play there by Springford. Pettinelli with Sharp.
Think she knew how wide open that layup look was?
I mean, I think just about anybody could make that shot, but again, discipline. Close the intentional foul, and Pettinelli. We'll see if she can make her shots here.
Shooting 1 and 1. Rams.
Shots good for Pettinelli. 14-point lead here for the Rams.
Pettinelli, second leading scorer for this Rams team so far tonight.
Makes both. She came off the bench replacing Huddick, and I mean, since she came in, her 8, very different in comparison to the 31 by Olsen. Flanagan.
Olsen 31, Colonials 36.
Flanagan's taking the shot here. 13-point lead here. Colonials trying to get their hands on it. Scratching and clawing. Minute left here in this district championship. Colonials down 13.
You got to foul, but that's not the player you want to foul right now.
Zulte playing some of the best defense we've seen this game, coming off the bench.
All the block shots and steals Olsen now. That's her first foul of the game.
51.8 here.
5th turnover by Springford.
For the Colonials, I mean, at this point, you're just going to need shots to rain down. McTamney.
You got to shoot.
Sharp. Sharp is blocked by Pettinelli. Less than 40 here. Pettinelli doing a fantastic job of dribbling out. She finds a wide open Tiffin. 30 seconds here. You can kind of feel in the air how Springford feels right now. 26.8 seconds away from a district championship.
Teams 9. Olsen to the line for the Rams.
Shots good for Olsen. She's up to 32, 50 to 36. Evans and Balser coming into the game, and we see McTamney and Cooper a little bit upset. Again, I mean, 2 arguably some of the best players we've ever seen for this squad. Not the way they wanted this playoff to end. Olsen making her second. Colonials testament to their play here. 13 games, the Springford team was able to score over 60, held to under 60 tonight. Foul on Sharp.
Yeah, Cooper, McTamney leaves this game with 9 points. Cooper leaves this game with some great defense.
Flanagan coming out of the game. Happy to see her returning. She'll be back next year, but a lot of these starters were seniors. We see a little bit of the future here, besides Zulte and Lilybell, both big seniors, but a whole mix here of different Colonials. 10 seconds to play here. I mean, Springford played their game from start to finish. I mean, it was really the first 4 minutes of the first quarter. The Colonials were able to be really physical. They got some really nice looks. We thought, ooh, maybe the Colonials, they really are looking good here. But after that point, Springford really was able to establish Olsen, and she just took over this game.
Yeah, it's hard to compete against a player with 33.
Miss here for Springford with 7 seconds left. Gunaratne and Allen coming out. We see Coach Dougherty hugging all of his seniors as they come off the court. Shot's good. 52-36. Well, again, you don't want to hang your hat, but the Colonials played a pretty physical game. That will do it. Your district champions that will be advancing to Hershey, Springford Rams.
Yeah, so I think here the issue issue with this Colonials team. They had, double-digit turnovers. They were able to get away with a lot of the turnovers, some of these recent rounds, but they shot 33% from the field. And going up such a skilled offensive team such as Springford, it's going to be hard to compete with that. I just want to thank CITV for giving me the great experience to cover this team as well as many more. Wouldn't want to call anyone else my partner. It's been an honor. Thank you for working with me. Thank you, Mr. Peeler, Ms. McWilliams, Aaron. It's a great crew of guys here, and really can't thank CITV enough for the great opportunities that they've given me over these past few years. Thank you guys so much. I appreciate it.
Jackie's trying to get me choked up here. It's been an honor from football to basketball, even a couple hockey games. Again, thank you for coming out and doing this little experiment with me. Folks, we really appreciate you for tuning into the live stream and following this team throughout the run. Again, not the way we wanted to see it end. But again, second place in a district in a COVID year. It was a weird offseason. The Colonials still made it this far. Nothing to hang your hat on. Their name still goes on the banner. They did win the SOL Liberty. We're now going to have our coverage of the award ceremony.
First, number 2, Angelina Bowser. Number 4, Ali Zolte. Number 5, Caitlin Flanagan. Number 11, Fiona Cudarante. Number 15, Aaron Daly. Number 20, Abby Sharp. Number 23, Gabby Cooper. Number 32, Anna McTamney. Number 33, Lainey Allen. Number 34, Jordan Thomas. Number 35, Deja Evans.
You want to do
And
headset?
number 42,
Headset or
Lily
no headset?
Markey. Our assistant coaches, TJ DeLucia, Bridget McKnight, and Bob Holt. And now our head coach, Dan Darnay. A big round of applause for the PW Colonials. And now, to award the championship medals to the Springford Rams head coach, Mr. Mickey McDaniel. Number 2, Abby Boyer. Number 3, Lucy Olson. Number 4, Anna Azera. Number 11, Emily Tiffin. Number 15, Kylie Lee. Number 21, Deja Engel. Number 22, Cameron Puffko. Number 23, Katie Tiffin. Number 24, Matt Maloney. Number 32, Haley Hudak. Number 33, Jules Scotia. Number 34, Morgan Peasy. And number 35, Matt Pettinelli. Student manager, Riley Slowacki. And now the assistant coaches, Marissa Moley, Dan Brittingham, Matt Lebeck, Phil Roach, and our head coach, Mickey McDaniel. And now the center court, we have Gary Kokesberger, the District 1 chairperson, to award the 2021 6A Girls Championship Trophy.
Joey, just talk. Well, folks, not the result we were wishing for, but again, a second place finish is still great. Such a tough year. I want to say a special thank you to PW Girls Basketball for allowing us to cover their games. Traveling here, I want to thank Colonial District for giving us such a great program, being able to come out here and cover these games, especially with the COVID protocols and being able to still safely cover and do what we love here. Thank you again so much to this team. It was a great season. This officially marks the end of the winter season. One more in this athletic year. We have spring, a lot of exciting sports coming up, a lot of live coverage. We still got a lot of games left, so unfortunately we closed the winter, but we're on to the spring. I'm Jason White at CITV, and until next time, take care.